Hello, this video is going to show you how to make a detailed line out of your polygon on Google Earth. This is going to be a pretty short video. It's going to focus on one thing, adding more detail to the line of my polygon that I've already created on Google Earth. Now, there's another video that shows you how to make the polygon, another video that shows you how to shade in the polygon. This video is going to focus on making this line a lot more detailed than it already is. What I'm going to do here, this is Hawaii. I want to basically go around the edges of Hawaii pretty accurately. Right now I made a polygon that kind of goes around Hawaii, but not very accurately. So I'm going to zoom in to Hawaii. And we'll start right on this little section of Hawaii. This is the big island of Hawaii. So what I need to do is edit this, and there's a few ways of doing it. I'll show you the most common way. Basically, I just hover over Hawaii. This is that right there. I labeled it Hawaii already. And I'm going to click the little edit button. And notice when I do that, these dots appear. These dots are very important. And I also want you to notice that there are two types of dots. There's little dots and big dots. So the big dots are dots that only move the line. So if I click on this dot here, hold it, I can move this dot wherever I want. And notice that the line basically follows along wherever the big dot goes. It still stays exactly straight between wherever the big dot is. So I can move these big dots wherever I want to, basically just right around the edges of Hawaii, of the island. So let's go over there, and I can go around and do the rest. So that's what the big dots do. They just move the line in kind of a broad way. Now, let's look at the small dot here. Now, notice here I've got a big dot, a small dot, and a big dot. This is very, very important. Watch what happens when I click the little dot. Watch what happens to the dot. It becomes a big dot, and I get two more little dots. These little dots are now exactly between these big dots. And the original little dot that I just clicked was exactly between these two. So essentially, I've added more places to click and move. So now I can move this one here. Then I can click this dot, and notice I get more dots. And that lets me move these wherever I need to add a lot more detail to where I'm making my line. So when I just click the big dot, all that does is move stuff, the whole thing. I click the little dot, and this helps me get all of the detail that I want to get. Now I could be super detailed and zoom in here and get this little bay. And by doing that, I'll just click like that. Then I'll click this little dot and move it here. And this little dot, move it here. And notice every time I click the little dots, it lets me get more and more detailed. And for whatever you're doing, you can be as detailed as you want to be. The more detailed you are, the more time it takes, but things look a lot better when you're super detailed. So depending on the project, you may or may not want to be that detailed. This is actually more detailed than I intended to be, but this way it gives you the idea of exactly how you can use these dots. And of course, I don't have to click on every little dot that gets made. They just allow me to move things around. Now, when I'm done editing my dots and moving the lines around, then I just click anywhere off the polygon. That takes it out of edit mode. And then when I go back, notice this is a very detailed part. So I'm going to go around the entire island of Hawaii, clicking big dots, clicking little dots to make more little dots, and adding that detail that'll be so important. Now, welcome back. I just spent about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less, going around, not being as detailed as I was before when I did this little bay, but notice how it's pretty accurate. This looks like Hawaii. And now, whenever I am anywhere on my project, I could be way zoomed out of my little world. And if I click on Hawaii, it'll take me exactly there. And for the purposes of this video, I went ahead and highlighted Hawaii. I, of course, could change the color. I could change the line if I wanted to. But this video tells you how to basically make all this stuff. Now, again, if you need to know how to make the polygon in the first place, watch the other video. Or if you need to how to figure out how to change the color, how to make the line a different thickness, then watch one of the other videos. So now you know how to make a perfect line in Google Earth. Good luck.